Trendsetter.
You know what it is, man. TrendsetterSense, of course, Rhythm and Streets. I got a very, 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 very special edition, man.
Yeah.
Legacy in the building, man. R&B giant in the building, man. I'm so proud this brother came to share his time with me on this platform, man. Award winning, you know, platinum selling, you know, all the accomplishments in the world, man.
Still going to.
Yes.
Still going, man.
My man Mario, man. What's up?
What's happening with you, dog? You
Hey,
straight?
man.
Philly in this.
Philly B more.
You did?
Are you a You gotta be a Ravens fan.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah.
The first video I had
you had the
Ray
jersey
Lewis
on.
shit. Come on,
Tripping.
man. Shout out to Big Bro.
Y'all Orioles
But
doing
Philly,
good.
like I got family in Philly, bro.
You do?
Like so, my great grandmother's sister, so her side of the family is in Philly.
Okay.
So like you know what I'm saying. All of that side under her, that's all in Philly. You feel me? So. Yeah,
Okay.
Philly.
I see the connection.
I love.
Mario's in the building, man. Look, I saw something you was talking about. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
21 years
Yeah.
in the game.
21 years. Since my first album.
Since the first album.
Yeah.
Man. R.I.P. to Biz Markie.
Absolutely.
That was the first song, Just a Friend.
Came out in 1986, the year I was born.
Wow.
His version came out in 1986.
Wow.
God make no mistakes.
Facts. Talk about like that connection, like with that first song,
Yeah.
you and Biz, man. Like,
I mean, I think one of the like hardest things to do when you get a new artist is figure out like how to introduce them to the world. So, you know, it's a blessing to come out with a record like that was like every young boy conversation to a shorty, still to this day. And it resonates across all ages, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's like my music alchemy right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And shout out to Warren Campbell and Harold Lilly,
Yeah.
prolific producers and writers.
Yeah.
Who illustrated a lot of my first album with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mario's in the building, man. When you think about what's the first thing that pops in your head that it's been 21 years?
The first thing?
Yeah.
Man, just shit. Like all the people and stories and so many moments in between that, ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Everything I've learned.
Yeah.
You know, and just still being here is just like, it's just all about mindset and going hard and never giving up. And you could apply that to anything in your life. And then also the fans, because they're the ones that's growing with you and
driving
with you and drive. Yeah, like they like the gasoline for real. Like as far as like the support system.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mario today, what would Mario today tell that Mario if there was like any advice?
Tell the younger nigga.
Yeah, the young Raven jersey.
I would tell him to have more fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't take life so serious. I grew up in like such a serious, like I had to learn quick. And so just to have more fun, man, you know, be young, be a kid. I wasn't able to really have a kid, you know, so I was taking care of my little brother and like while he was just born, you know what I'm saying? While nobody was home, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I think I just had that mindset of like I'm on my own, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really be a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would tell him to have fun, man. Like go outside and just live, be a kid, make mistakes, learn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just live life.
Yeah. Talk about your early influences, like what was inspiring Mario musically?
I would say my mother played a lot of different music, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of good hip hop, you know what I mean, Pac, you know what I'm saying? She was playing just R&B, Boyz II Men, Joe, R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, all of the real R&B stuff, and then she was also playing like MC Hammer, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, she was just playing all types of music. Michael Jackson, Jackson 5s. And then my grandmother played a lot of the older music like Marvin Gaye and Nat King Cole and gospel music and James Brown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything. I was surrounded by all textures of music.
Yeah. So, of course, you in the A, man. I saw that, you know, you just had a show.
Yeah, she was lit.
Yeah. Crazy, man. I saw in your post, it was you on stage.
Yeah.
And you was talking about you singing to your ascendant self.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So, throughout my journey, I've noticed that like the times where I felt like all I was an artist and everything that came with that, like people's perspective of like wins and losses and failures and this and this and that. Like I used to hold on to that like perspective of myself. And then when I started my spiritual journey, I let that shit go. I like died to the person that was looking for approval.
Wow.
And started like really appreciating my connection with Source and my connection with God. And I think that we're all living so many different lives in one dimension, in multiple dimensions at the same time.
Wow.
Right? So you have your higher selves and your lower selves.
Okay.
And so a lot of times your lower selves is the ego self that create this identity on earth.
Wow.
And so that we can create whatever in the physical realm. But it's really happening there first. So when I say I'm singing to my ascended self, that's the self that's like, that really gives me the power that y'all see. That really gives me the light that you see. I'm sourcing it from there. So it comes here last. This is the last place it's felt. It's really created somewhere else first, and then it come here. That's how I think. That's how I feel.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. When you're not performing or anything like that, like where is that coming? Like what are you doing when the cameras and the TVs are not on?
Plotting and planning.
Yeah.
With the gang, you know what I'm saying? We plotting and planning, or we outside working. You know, just really setting other things in motion so we know what we doing next. And yeah, right now we just been like dropping different vibes in music, just testing the waters. And like I like to explore my creativity in so many different ways. So I might drop like a ballad, right? And I might drop, you know, I did 3 singles in the last year and a half. So really just working, man, and just figuring out the next vibe and the next conversation in the music. You know, also I just be at the crib. I spend a lot of time at the crib just like thinking about things outside of music, thinking about my book. I got a museum idea I'm building right now. Yeah. I invested in a gold mine in Africa recently. Wow. It's a minority gold mine, and we're planning some really cool things around that about educating people about Africa and gold mining and you know where that's going next.
Yeah,
right?
Dive into that.
Well, it's not. I can't dive all the way into
the specifics
the details
like,
of it, but I would dive into like the perspective of just like international business, man, and just understanding there's a lot of other sources of income and sources of ways to solidify generational wealth that we don't hear about. Right? Yeah. You look at artists and you look at entertainment, like everybody wants to be in entertainment, but there's a lot of other things you can do if you educate yourself. Right? So that's kind of just what I've been focusing on doing.
You talking about writing a book. Where we are, so is that the life of Mario or
it's kind of like a memoir I've been writing, and it started like a letter to one of the homies back home, and I was just like trying to speak life into him. I was actually on a flight to Australia. This was years ago. And I was writing this joint, and it started as that, and then it literally turned into me writing the beginning of a book, right? And it's really just about balancing your personal and spiritual space while you're trying to like survive and like, you know what I'm saying? Like what we do is in this shit is like, we selling energy all the time, right? We're selling energy and we're giving out energy, and we give something and we get paid for it in return. And sometimes that come with a lot of like ignoring your own needs and everything that's going on. So it's kind of just about understanding the world that's around you and knowing how to stay sovereign while still hustling and getting to it. Yeah.
Man, you talk about, you've always been like really honest about everything that you're going through. You talk about your businesses, authoring, acting, spiritual journeys, and being a musician. Can you talk about the importance of your messaging? Like we sitting here having a conversation.
Yeah.
And what about the like messaging, like when you deliver musically?
What you mean? When
like,
I deliver music?
The importance of
it. Oh, the message in the music?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like I have multiple different personalities, even in my music.
Okay.
And I was just talking to my business partner, Annie, about this the other day. We like, yo, there's so many different types of ways to create your artistry, right? There's just like artists that create from just a creative imagination space, right? Like The Weeknd or somebody like that, where it's like, you really don't know shit about his personal life. All you know is whatever characters he create, right? And And then there's like artists, like there's other artists, and then like myself, who like I was the boy next door when I first came out, kind of in the music, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm transitioning into a space where I'm creating. If you go and look at my catalog, sometimes it's like ambiguous music, or like just records that are just like completely different from what you may have heard from me before, and that's more of the creative side.
Gotcha.
And so for me, I like to be imaginative, and I think it's freedom in that. And so where I'm going, the direction I'm going in, is kind of like the imaginative space mixed with a little bit of relatability, so that I can just kind of do whatever I want creatively and take it wherever without it being like a surprise.
Right.
And then from there, I can start really putting things in my music that's a little bit more intentional, and
Got you.
the underlining things that people may learn later or hear later.
Gotcha.
But right now, I'm just having fun with the music, man. Main one, like this record I got out right now, is just it's about having fun. But it's also, main one really is like breaking the toxic cycle.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna be honest with you about my life.
Yeah, talk about
This
it.
was going on.
I like
you
this.
Feel me?
Breaking the toxic cycle.
It's like sometimes as men we feel like we got a lot to kick it with a girl, but nah, if you keep it 100, sometimes you gotta keep it 100 off a rip, because you end up being friends first with a girl, and then it growing into something more. She might see your lifestyle like, yo, you got a lot of shorties around, you got a lot going on, but you honest with me about it, so it's nothing I can do.
Right.
So I'm gonna come turn up with you, and then if it turn into more, and she end up being your main one, you won. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, then you just end up having a shorty that's a cool ass friend.
Okay.
And y'all just vibing. It's all good.
So basically, you saying main one is like how you go through your process of choosing who could be the main one.
Because she gotta understand my life. She gotta understand the early nights.
So you giving instructions.
The late nights and early mornings. You know what I'm saying? It's not even instructions. It's just like it could go for her too. I'm sure she got hella niggas in her DM doing whatever, saying whatever, and it's the process of elimination at this point.
I got you.
May the best man win.
Mario's in the building, man. Main one got the crazy collaborations.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne, Tyga.
for sure.
And you know what's funny? Like, you've always had impactful collaborations, like on your songs. Break Up, we gonna dive into that,
For
of course. But let's focus on main one, man. How did this major collaboration, how did that evolve, man?
Shit, we was just outside in LA, whole gang, and we went to the studio, me and Tyga. When Tyga had a session, and I actually got there, and I was talking to Shorty or something, and then it was like, yo, come in the studio, we working. So I pulled out in the studio, and he was just playing tracks. And he was like, yo, I think this would be fire. And he played the track to it, and it was just, the vibe in the studio was so lit. Imagine you in here, but you got like Shorty's over there, over here kicking it. And it's just like, he's like, yo, put a mic in the room.
Right.
And we just started spitballing and going back and forth on the record. And then, shit, we had a hook in the verse, and he had his joint. And then, like, almost a year later, I sent it to Wayne, and Wayne heard it. Sent me a verse back in like four days.
Hold up. So this song is over a year old?
Facts.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in the hard drive for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the video.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben Mark.
Yeah.
Ben Mark shot that, man. We're going crazy. We just wanted to like bring back the early 2000 party vibes.
I see that.
You know, beautiful women, summertime, water, tank tops, nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like just having fun and just real energy. You know?
Hey, man, so you saying like bringing back the energy, man, like,
Yeah.
you know, and talk about the state of the game, the R&B game. Like when you first came in, and then when you talked about, you said, yo, we had to bring back this energy.
Yeah.
Talk about the comparisons and the difference. Like,
the difference
what's
from then
Mario's perspective?
now?
Yeah.
I feel like back then, it was just like raw talent. It's just like niggas was just singing, like just going crazy on a music tip, you know, and it wasn't as manufactured. And the collabs was just more. The character in the music was bigger. There was more entertainment in the music. There was more conversation. There was more punchlines. Even in R&B, there was more like. It just had more character. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like the reason why hip hop is so prevalent is it's got a lot of character.
Yeah.
It don't even got to be a great song. It's just like the character. People can relate to the character and the energy and the urgency of it.
Yeah.
And so what I do, like in my music got a lot of character. You feel me? So it's like I'm just ready to be consistent now on another level. You know what I'm saying? So just bringing back the conversation, the creating visuals through the music, meaning like I'll open up this song with like, meet me down in Jamaica. I'm giving you a visual. I might drown how it wave up. Like you get wet when you're around me, just from the conversation. If you like her, we can gang up. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you might be dealing with a shorty, she might like a girl, or just like to talk to women like you do, and we can gang up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a fun record about character and connection.
Where you think the R&B game is going at this point?
Where is it going?
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I think after this next single, not this one, the next one, I'm ready to get back to making classic albums again. Meaning like intentional lyrics, conversations, visuals, even the people I put in the room. You know, I may be teaming up with James Fauntleroy to make a project, which is incredible. He's a prolific person and also a scientist and a mad scientist when it comes to the art and music. So that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man, I'm ready to really bring back the all around like experience.
Yeah.
You know, even if I'm on stage with just a mic, like I try to create like very nostalgic experiences at my shows for the fans. So yeah, we bringing it back.
That's funny you talk about bringing back the experiences. As a DJ, 3 songs I still play to this day, right?
Yeah.
Just a Friend. Kills him.
Crazy.
Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
Kills him. Break Up.
For sure.
Kills him.
For sure.
What's
and
Mario's?
It's crazy because they all like years apart.
Right.
The different sections of my life. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
I like Crying Out For Me. Like, I like performing that record.
Right. On the performance tip, yeah.
Like, I just like hearing all the girls singing at one time.
Yeah.
It's like, you can go online, you'll find it. It's clips that it's beautiful. It's like a symphony.
Yeah.
That shit sound amazing. You gotta hear that. You gotta experience it. That shit kind of crazy.
A few years ago, Quavo and Offset went viral singing "Let Me Love You."
Oh yeah, highlight room. That shit was lit.
What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is that I didn't even know they was there. I walked out right before that happened.
Oh, you was there?
I was there that night.
My
nigga Andy was like, yo, you know Quavo and them niggas was there? But we was already downstairs. And the next thing I know, I seen this. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see when people connect with your music, man. It's just a good feeling, bro.
Yeah.
It's God, you feel me? It's just like music is so universal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
What's Mario listening to right now? It's like, man, any new artists or?
I listen to everything, you know what I'm saying? But I really like the early 2000s shit. But I still listen to a lot of the current music, you know what I'm saying? Just everything that's out right now. Just kind of like keeping my ear to the street.
Yeah.
What I've been listening to lately, I just popped that new Travis Scott project. It's hard. I still listen to Future, dog. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to hip hop, he one of the goats. Nigga.
Yeah.
What else have I been listening to? Shit, I'm gonna have to look on my shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't even gonna try to guess.
You see how we do it on the spot? Mario's in the
Let
building.
me see. One of the last things I listened to, Summer Walker. As far as females.
Okay.
I listen to SZA shit.
Right.
Kendrick. Brett Fires. I fuck with Lucky Day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga is just one of them guys.
Yeah.
Breezy.
Okay.
Giveon. Yeah, shit. What else I got in here? I fuck with Moneybagg Yo.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
Fuck with it. Yeah, I listen to everything.
Champagne and Roses. The
What
tour.
about it? I see you got the piano and shit over here.
I mean, yeah, you
Like
know,
y'all be doing that type of shit in here.
Yeah, this is the
You know what
grand
I'm
joint.
saying? I see it. You play?
Nah, my man who owns this spot, that's what he does. This is his thing. So
Yeah, my mother used to play the piano.
yeah.
So she used to like, she wanted me to learn how to play. I still think I might learn how to do that just for her. But yeah, Champagne and Roses show is about to be lit, man. Like, I'm bringing the champagne and the roses. Feel me?
Robin Thicke,
It's gonna be
Neo,
crazy.
Mario.
Yeah, listen, it's about to be cuffing season, so perfect timing. You might as well grab you something or a couple, bring them to the show. Let us do the rest for you, man. It's gonna be crazy.
How that come about? Like that's a crazy combo, man.
I mean, you know, me and Neo got musical history. He wrote "Let Me Love You" and worked on a lot of music unreleased. And this is his last project with his label, so he wanted to do a tour, and he hit me up about it. I told him I think it'd be crazy just to have this this vibe, so I'm with it. You know, it's 15 dates. Tickets are available right now. They going crazy. I'm excited about it, bro. I love touring, so it's preparing me also for my own tour next year.
Okay.
And then another single I'm dropping at the top of next year. Then I'm locking in to do a project. So I'm just, when I go touring, it's just sharpening. You know, it's like shooting in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun.
So we do have an album coming.
That's
correct?
the next. Yeah, the album is definitely the next monument for me.
Okay.
Like making a really solid classic album. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That connects.
Yeah.
That's my next goal.
All the major collaborations you've had, is there that one
The
that
one
stands out?
Well, I think, honestly speaking, bro, I got a record out right now with CB called Get Back. And I released it. We released that, like a year and a half ago? Get Back. I feel like Get Back is still, like, special. Like, it still got room to grow.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite features to date, for sure, because I've been wanting to work with CB for a minute. And he's just he a GOAT. You know what I mean? He a young GOAT in this shit. And I feel like we still got room to do something special with that record. And we just very rarely do I work with people that I actually like see regularly and like hang out with and rage with, like. So it just feel good to have something in the world with somebody like him.
Is it a dream collaboration?
Let me see. Dream collaboration? I gotta say Beyonce, bro. She a Virgo. She's talented. She took me on my first world tour with Destiny's Child.
Wow.
So like, that full circle moment, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
One day.
All right. Spoke that in the fruition.
You know what I'm saying?
What about?
I gotta go sit with Hove, man, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
What about producer wise?
Producer wise, shit, Timbaland.
That's never happened?
Kinda, but not really.
Couple sessions.
It was like, you know, he had producers under him. They produced it. And he kind of just like co-signed it. But nah, like I never had a Timbaland produced like joint.
Okay.
I would love to work for Pharrell again.
Nice.
Like I said, James Fauntleroy, he spoke about working on another podcast, and I was like, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? And then some new producers. I wanna see who's the new Tim. Who's the new? Like I want to discover that.
Right.
My boy Dre Moon as well. He's amazing. He do hip hop, R&B, all types of music. Like he's fire, and he from the city, from where I'm from. So it's a lot. It's so many, bro. It's so much talent out there. It's crazy.
Speaking of that, like, would you want to like take producers and artists like under your wing?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Wear the CEO hat.
For sure. It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that time. New Citizen is ready now. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely scouting and like manifesting those talents.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It'll be a good home for them.
Nice.
We got a lot of reach, but also I don't plan on stopping no time soon. And I definitely want to build artists and produce. I want to build a whole team. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm just it's like I'm super intentional with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming. It's on the way.
Describe Mario's legacy as a whole, going from like young Mario, then like the gap you had, like when you weren't dropping albums, but you was doing things outside of that, writing, acting, your businesses.
Yeah. I think that is there's a lot of things I'm good at creatively. You know, I have a super creative mind. Like I have an inventor's mind. So it's like for me, I want to be known as somebody you can't put in a box. You know, somebody who helped to kickstart a lot of careers. You know, musically, creatively, philanthropy. That's something else I want to get back into.
Okay.
Right? Mental health is big for me. Substance abuse prevention is big for me. Helping communities. You know, I'm just trying to like focus on getting back to a space where everything's sustainable, and then, you know, just really branching out and giving back in every way I can.
So we fast forward 5 years. What's Mario gonna be doing?
5 years from now?
Yeah.
Man. Definitely running a very successful label of writers, publishing companies, all of that. My museum is probably going to be getting built in some country.
Okay.
I'm working on a museum idea right now. Hopefully I'll have a book under my belt or two.
Okay.
Maybe one, because I don't want to rush in anything, but like maybe a couple books. Mino Romani would be going crazy in multiple countries, but just like really being a diplomat, you know, stepping outside of music, you know. I love what Akon is doing, people like that. Like I respect those types of moves that, and he don't really talk about everything he does, you know what I'm saying? But he's connecting the dots in a lot of ways, and I feel like I'm one of those types of people.
Okay.
When it comes to like the conscious community and like brushing shoulders and helping to connect dots as far as helping people raise their consciousness and, you know, just prepare them for whatever battles that we have going on, like that we gotta face against systems that's trying to keep us, you know, in positions that are suppressing. You feel me? Yeah, man, all of it, all the way around, everything that God has for me, like in full motion, in motion, full motion.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's Mario thankful for mostly?
Shit, I'm thankful for the ups, the downs, the struggles, the wins, the losses. You know, I'm thankful for the people that's in my life that think like me, that hustle like me, that is a part of my journey. I'm thankful for my ascendant ancestors. I'm thankful for my fans. Shit, I'm thankful for everything. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm thankful for the shit that I'm not thankful for. Meaning the things that I forget about, the things that I don't see, the people that I don't see that affects my journey, like all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all a part of it.
I love it, man. Mario, man. Main one.
For sure. We outside. You dig? It's up, man. Thank y'all for the support. Video out right now. Champagne and Roses tour coming. Tap in with your boy Mario Worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
Everything there. Let's go.
Love it, man. Appreciate you, man. Mario, you see what it is?
Yeah.
TrendsetterSense, Rhythm and Streets.
Yeah.
Trendsetter.